Hey cats, what's happening? Just chilling out here in the man cave this morning. It's real chilly outside, and the sun has been hitting my garage doors, warms it up in here, and it's real comfortable. And I was out here piddling around with the bike, and I'm just stopping to take a little break. I wanted to talk today about my YouTube channel and kind of the history of where I've been with it and where it's going, if anywhere. But I've been making videos probably going back into the 80s. At that time, I had my first camera was this big clunky VHS thing. I mean, it had the big VHS recorder that hung on your side from a strap. Probably weighed about 15, 20 pounds, and then it had a cable that went to the camera. So I would tote that thing around, and of course at that time I wasn't doing YouTube, but I was making family videos, camping and things, that whatever we would do, I took that big clunky thing with me. It had these great big heavy batteries that you had to plug into the charger, and it took 4 hours or more for the thing to charge. And then they probably wouldn't even last, 40 minutes of recording at the most, and you were done. After a few years went by, I remember I upgraded to a smaller handheld camera that had its own battery pack and everything right in it. There was no cable. I didn't have to carry that big honking thing. And I'm not sure how I transferred those over onto the computer, and I could upload some to YouTube. But I had probably, I'm going to guess, around 100 videos that aren't on YouTube anymore. And I'm not quite sure what happened to them. Perhaps they were outdated formatting or something, but they're not on there. And those were like my original, very first YouTube videos. A lot of them were work-related ones. I mean, I used to take the camera on the job with me and film projects that we were doing and how-to different things. So there was a lot of tree work on there, some real interesting stuff. But nonetheless, I still have some of those videos on DVD. The problem is I can't transfer them onto my computer. My computer says it's not capable of transferring DVD videos over to like a movie file. And I'd have to download a special program onto my computer to be able to do that. And, again, I just don't have the time, and I don't want to junk my computer up with other programs. I got enough stuff on there right now. And then I'm not sure it would be really worth it, because those old DVD movies, I don't think it would benefit me a whole lot to put them up on YouTube at this point, because they go way back, and they're just kind of outdated. So I think right now some of my earliest YouTube videos that are on my channel go back to 2007. I can honestly say that it's a hobby of mine. I've always liked doing videos. Back when I didn't even post them on YouTube and we did family videos, my kids and we would do skits and we would do funny things and just make like a movie that we could show the family, and always got a kick out of that, and the kids loved it too. But anyway, currently my channel, 25 or 23,500 some subscribers, which is doing okay. I mean, I don't consider myself famous by any degree compared to some of these YouTubers, and that's fine with me. I mean, I'm not doing this for the fame. I don't really. I guess that's the drawback to it. Why do I do it? I enjoy making videos. I enjoy sharing. Now, some of you guys have asked me what kind of camera equipment do I use now. I currently have this, and I'm filming with it right now. It's a GoPro 8 black, and I'm filming with it in 4K high definition. I have an external microphone that I have hooked up to it with a foam windsock because I hate the wind roar, and my external mic with the windsock cuts out most of the wind roar. You've heard the camera on my bike going 65, 70 mile an hour, and the wind roar is almost limited because of the windsock that I have, that I use. So, and just the foam ones, I don't go overboard. Just something that I found online and bought, and it's a little, you know, the external microphones add a little more clunkiness to your camera, but that's fine because sound is everything to me. I got a good quality video, but you have that wind roar in there. Ugh, can't stand it. It drives me up the wall. And I don't want to do that to you guys either. But I like the GoPro. They have some new models out now. The GoPro is really nice because you can actually stuff it right in your pocket. They have different mounts, so you can do different things with them. You could put a helmet mount, you could put a chest mount, you can clip it on your bike like I do mine. Very versatile little camera, and they go underwater too. They're completely waterproof. I know they've got some different options now for cameras, including the 360 cameras. I see that, you know, some guys put on their bike and it almost looks like there's a drone hovering. When it's really just a camera, it just the camera itself somehow erases the stem or the wand that the camera's on. The other question I had was, why don't you have a drone? Why don't you do drone shots? You know, I've looked into drones quite a bit, and the drone that I would want would have to be a Mavic, you know, and a more expensive one. And when I look at the cost of the drone as to how much I would actually use it, I don't think it's cost effective for me. I don't see myself using it that much, not for my channel. My channel is what it is, and you get to see what you see, and I'm sorry, but you won't see any aerial shots, and I don't know that that would make a whole lot of difference in things. It might be fun. I mean, my son had an old DJI, I think, or so, I don't know what it was, but he said, well, I'll sell it to you for $500, but it didn't have all the options that the new drones have. The new drones, you know, they can avoid hitting trees and stuff. They're pretty cool. The other thing about drones, though, is everybody that I know that has had a drone has lost them. So I'm not about to pull the trigger on a couple $1,000 drone and then end up losing it because it takes off somewhere on some erroneous radio signal and it's gone, or the wind takes it or something. And really, my channel only really began to take off after I met V, and she was watching my YouTube channel, and she said, you know, you really need to put a little more into this and to build your channel, to maybe you can start making some money off of this stuff. And you know, at first I was kind of hesitant, but I thought, well, listen to your wife because she's always right, huh? Yeah, and that was the case. So YouTube's pretty cool because if you're a creator on YouTube, they actually have like a creator's channel you can go on, and they have all kinds of help videos. Every single topic you can think of, and if you do these, some of them have there's like little quizzes you can take to make sure that you gathered the right information from that particular video, like how to monetize or make money off of your channel, how to make your channel more attractive, what not to do on YouTube. I mean, there's all kinds of topics and things that you can research. But that's very helpful, and it helped me a lot. So I still haven't seen all of them, but I've seen a lot of them. There's some things that I try to stay away from, like collaborations, where you kind of hook up. I get emails all the time from people that want to collaborate with me, especially those ones that want to provide me with a product, but then I have to be like a video ad for them. So, I mean, you've watched these people on YouTube where right in the middle of their video they stop and they have to promote something, some kind of a health supplement or some kind of contraption or whatever. And I don't want to get involved in that. I mean, that's not my deal. And, you know, if that's what you got to do to try to turn another dollar, then it becomes more like a job. And I don't want to do that. And you know as well as I do, there's already enough ads on YouTube. Every time you go to watch a video, you get stuck with these stupid ads that, you know, and I'll be honest with you, when I'm watching YouTube videos and those ads come up, I mute them. Boop. I don't listen to one thing they're saying. As soon as the ad's over, I unmute and I continue listening to the video. Or I'll skip them as soon as they're, you know, you're able to skip. Then I skip. And I'm sure you do that with my videos too, because ads are annoying. I mean, there's ads that I see that come up there and I think, you know, just because your ad is so annoying, I would never buy your product for that reason alone. Anyway, back to the channel. So at this point, I would say it's been somewhat successful for me. I am able to get a little bit of a supplement for my retirement. And I'm not getting wealthy from this at all. I mean, you know what? I would say, I would give YouTube the credit for buying my new pair of boots, because that's about all it boils down to. And even at that, I had to save up, you know, for a while before I could actually afford to pull the trigger on those. So it does help, though. I'm not complaining. I'm thankful that it does, you know, pay out to some degree. I know some people get pretty wealthy from YouTube, and I couldn't retire on that alone. No, not to mention, it's not a good solid thing to depend on, because it could flop, it could fail anytime. I could lose my videos, I could lose my channel. YouTube can go under. And there's other platforms too that you can use besides YouTube, but YouTube is the most popular one, of course. I mean, you guys obviously are watching YouTube, or you wouldn't see me. So you got that. So yeah, I enjoy doing it, and I'll continue doing it. Now, it is a little bit of a challenge for me to come up with 2 videos a week. That can be kind of tricky sometimes, and I've been managing to do it. I stay pretty faithful with it, and YouTube says, you know, from the stuff that I gathered, that I've learned, that to have a routine, you know, always the same time, same channel, it helps your channel. And so I've stuck with that advice, and I try to you know, be routine about it and hit every Thursday night, every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And that seems to work for me, and it seems to work for you guys too. Now, every once in a while, you'll say, wow, your video posted at noon today, and it's kind of an off day. And that usually isn't something that I do on purpose. Sometimes it's just a YouTube glitch in the schedule, because I can make a video today and I can schedule it to play 3 weeks from now. And I do that. So a lot of times you're watching a video that's been recorded way in advance. It's not live happening like right now. I mean, you'll see me do a video that I'm camping with Buzz or my friends. And, you know, in reality, that happened weeks ago. because I don't want to put it out there when I'm away from home and have it, go out to 23,000 people that, Itchy isn't even home this week. No. So, yeah, they're always filmed in advance and uploaded and scheduled for the day and the time. So, I can do things ahead of time, especially if I'm going to be gone for a while. I can have it all uploaded and ready to go so that when I'm off on a trip somewhere, I don't have to worry about it. They're just posting automatically on those days, and I don't have to be there. Now, there's another thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is, the dynamics behind the whole thing. You guys that are regular subscribers that watch all my videos, you know me pretty intimately. You know a lot about me, and of course, you don't know everything about me. Because I do have a life. There's a lot of things that don't go on YouTube. You're seeing, let me just say this. In 1 week, you might be seeing an hour or two of my life. But what did I do the whole rest of that week? And my personal life, the things a lot of things that I do are private to me that I don't post on YouTube. But you guys kind of know, or you assume that you know me intimately, that you know everything about me, you know what I do and how I do it. Some doubt things that I do. I mean, I get a lot of people that say, "Oh, you never ride that motorcycle." Well, how would you know? I don't need to prove that to you or anybody. But I don't, post a lot of things on there. So, but on my end of the spectrum, other than the comments that you've left for me, I don't know you from Adam, And a lot of you guys will look at me as to being a really good friend. And I am in regards to when you watch my video, but in reality, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. I know your name, and I know some of the comments you've left for me, but I don't know what, a lot of you, I don't even know what you look like. I don't know how old you are. You might be an old man. You might be a 15-year-old kid. I don't know. So you got that. And that's fine. That comes with the territory, But I get a lot of requests, people that want to meet me for coffee, that want to have a beer with me, that want to camp out with me, people that want to ride motorcycles with me. And some of these people, are from all over the place. Now, I will say this, I have met some of you personally, and I have taken the time to do things with some of you guys personally. And so I know some of you, and you've traveled away to come to see me too, and I appreciate that. But the whole rest of the time that you don't see, I have a life. So I have my own circle of friends. I have my own family that we do things together. I have my own schedules, my appointments, things that I'm involved in, things that I do. So my life's pretty occupied, I'd say, for the most part. So for me to take special arrangements to meet, somebody that I don't even know, I don't know anything about you, and some of you guys want me to travel to get there, it's not something that I'm really eager to do, because it's like, okay, I'm going to go through all this to meet somebody that I don't even know, that you're a stranger to me. Put yourself in my shoes is what I'm saying. So, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. Now, like I said, I do have friends that I've met through YouTube, some people that I continue to stay in communication with. We've made a bond or a friendship together. and that's turned out wonderful. But you know, I mean, ideally, you could only have so many. Can you ever have enough friends? I don't know. Maybe you can have too many friends. I don't know. Uh, but juggling people can be a challenge, you know. Uh, I mean, I've had people that want to do something with me through the rest of this season here. And really, the way my schedule is, I don't have any more time for anything like that. I mean, if I was just sitting around on my laurels and had nothing to do, that'd be fine. I might take you up on it. But, I look at my calendar and I think, okay, I don't have a free week coming up here for the next, 6, 8 weeks. So everything's pretty full between, holidays, birthdays, rides, gatherings, appointments, things that I do, events that I have scheduled to partake in. So yeah, I'm pretty, and not all those things get posted on YouTube. So yeah, that's kind of putting it out there. I mean, I don't mean to be rude to people. I don't mean to put people off, but you have to understand, when you just get deluged with requests, there's only so much you can do. And I do try my very best, but I'm limited. Well, I appreciate everybody that is watching. I mean, you guys, your support is incredible for me. You guys have helped me out a lot. You've made suggestions on the comments that have been very helpful to me. You pointed out some errors and mistakes. Some people have made accusations. And then you get that. Like I said, those things come with the territory. I just roll with it, I mean, yeah, everybody has their opinion. But you guys have been, in that regard, you guys have been good friends to me, and I appreciate that. So I pray that, my channel will continue to go on and be successful. I don't know what's happening with this country. I don't know what's going to happen with the whole grid or anything else as the future goes on. Everything may collapse right under our nose, and we'll go back to ground zero again. I don't know. I mean, I've been praying for the people that were caught in the hurricanes, and my heart just bleeds for them, because they lost everything. They got nothing. They're starting all over from scratch again, and some of them have lost their lives too. So my prayers go to them. And if you're one of those people that are in those areas, I've been praying for you guys. I know how difficult and how hard it must be. I continue to pray for all you guys. Some of you guys are struggling in many different ways, physically, mentally, psychologically. You've dealt with loss. You've dealt with pain. Everybody needs prayers. And I pray that you would all look to Jesus too, because ideally, He's our only hope. He's our only hope for a future beyond eternity. And you should get your lives in order now, and take my advice, because I've said this before. One day we are all going to meet Him, and I can promise you that. Well, cats, thanks for watching and listen to my spiel today. I hope I didn't bore you too much, or like I said, I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings or cut anybody off. I just wanted to put it out there, because some people wonder, why doesn't he want to hang out with me? No, that's not the case at all. So anyway, hit me with a thumbs up and help to boost my channel a little bit. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. You always hear me say the same routine every time I end a video. And until next time, cats, ride hard and die free.